Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your August 2025 Psychic Love Prediction for my singles. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides what is coming for love, what's next in love, see if we can confirm somebody that maybe is in your life. I do have some charms and initials that I'll be sharing with you. We'll get some messages with those. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. This is a fully channeled message. So let's call in our spirit guides now and see what they have for you. Spirit, I ask you to guide me with loving messages today for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Crosswalkers are always welcome. What is it that you want them to know? What is it that you need them to hear? I am listening for you now. I have a saltwater blessing. I love that. Cleansing, purification. Oh, I like that. I like this feeling of I've truly let everything go. You know, for those of you that know that you're in a great place, you've worked really, really hard at just healing and repairing and releasing. That feels good. That cleansing. I cleansed. I detoxed. I got it all, got all that purged. I got all that gunk out of my body, my soul. I have an orca pod, a family, a mentor, cooperation. It's coming into me as whoever comes into my life, it's collective. So it must mean you have children, even if they're grown or they're a little bit older. But for some of you, it could be, it's a collective energy. It's me and my kids, and it's been me and my kids for a while. And this is a package deal, you know, for some of you. So that's how that came in. So whoever loves you is going to take this whole package. I always like that. I have a narwhal, uniqueness, personal magic. I like that. I feel that this person sees something in you that they don't see in anybody else, is how that came into me. And you are magical. Everybody's unique and special and gifted and talented. And each one of us has this amazing magic within us. So they see you for all your best qualities. So I just felt like let it shine energy. So I'm going to say it that way. Maybe you, they're saying you're glowing. So, you know, the blush of new love, you know, you're blushing. Some of you, I don't know, you get that kind of glowy feeling of everybody's taking notice of it. Gorgeous. And I have a puffin, resourcefulness. This is coming into me more as I never gave up. I'll never give up. I'll never give up on you. I'll never give up on love. We will figure it out together. So that's telling me that somebody that was almost like a wedding vow, like for, you know, in sickness and in health and for better, for worse. So, it was definitely, I'll never give up. Wow. Okay. So somebody who's, you know, in it for the long haul, or somebody who is at least committed to an adult relationship that it takes effort. It takes two. So, all right, let's see what the cards are saying. Off to a good start. How gorgeous. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, this one came in out of the other deck, so I'm going to take it. The fog's veil, uncertainty and confusion. So I need to lift the fog. I need to lift the fog. Is there somebody that has come across your path that you just wish you could see it more clearly? Maybe we'll get some answers for some of you. If you have somebody that's come into your life, but it feels a little foggy and you're not quite clear where it's headed, maybe this reading is meant for you. So we'll take it from there. I have the High Priestess. I have a Five of Cups. I have a Judgment card. And I have a 9 of Cups. The High Priestess was really a beautiful energy, because it was, they notice something is different about you. And it could be that you're intuitive, you're gifted, you're spiritual light, and they're picking up on it, Spirit's saying. So they probably are not walking around saying, are you intuitive? Are you an empath? Are you gifted? But they're picking up on your beautiful intuition, and they can't put their finger on it, but there's something about you, is how they're saying it, and they keep kind of trying to figure you out. And they just keep they're like a moth drawn to a light. Okay. And it's your intuition, it's your energy. Okay. That is what's happening. Anybody who is, you all know those people that they could be in a room full of people, and there's always that one person everybody goes and talks to, right? So there's something about you that is drawing this person. It's your energy, your spirituality, your intuition. All of those things are grabbing, literally. Yeah, of course, I'm assuming you're good looking, I'm assuming you're beautiful, whatever, but that's not what grabs them. That is not what grabs them. Oh, my whole body's tingling. What grabs them is the psychic connection. Okay, so this is a very psychic connection, and you guys could be really kind of wondering, like, what the heck is going on here? I feel like somebody is saying to themselves, I have a hard time I feel like I keep picking the wrong people. And I'm not in agreement with that, because every person you pick, there's a purpose for the reason that person came into your life. So no regrets from our past. But you just kind of on the cuff say, I feel like I just keep picking the wrong people, and I just for once want to pick the right person. I wouldn't say pick as much as let it be guided to you this time, because that, I feel like it's a little bit different. But you do have a good judge, okay? You do have a great judge of character, they're saying. In fact, better judge of character than most. And they're saying that you do struggle with, it's either black or white. So that might be something that you struggle. It's maybe you're not seeing some gray area. Maybe you're not giving somebody more leeway, or being more adaptable, something like that. But I feel like I'm going to say it that way. Let your intuition be the lead. Okay. Don't let your ego or your willingness or your wanting be the lead. Let your intuition just pull this beautiful energy into you. So, because this High Priestess feels so, so strong to me. And it's going to bring you ultimately joy and happiness. My whole body is tingling. You guys are really, really high energy today. Or it's me. But I'm tapping into this big time. This is definitely happy. This is your soul saying to you, I'm going to be okay. This is good. So when you feel that and you hear that in your soul, you just keep moving forward. You just let it unfold. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. I have a Knight of Wands. And I have a 10 of Cups. The first thing that came into me is no relationship is easy. That you both agree that in order to be in it, you gotta do the work. Okay. And I feel like it's something we both commit to, that we know that relationships take time and effort, and we both have to give it equal effort. Okay. And as soon as one of us feels like the other one isn't, then it's going to start to fall apart. So we both agree that, you know what, we need to be there for each other. We need to be available. We need to put in some effort. I feel like this person is definitely very passionate about where this is headed. They're saying you make them feel really happy about themselves. So there's something about you. You have this beautiful light. You have this beautiful intuition. You have this, I don't know, way to connect to people that maybe other people don't. Could be the sound of your voice, could be the look in your eye, it could be you're sensitive, you're nurturing, you're caring. It's this person is really, really happy when they're with you. And that's what's kind of motivating them, is that all I know is I'm really happy when I'm with you. You know, I love being with you. You make me feel good about myself. And I think that that's really how people fall in love, is how you make them feel. So it's motivating them to want more. And I do feel they are going to push this, that either they're going to say, I want the next level love, I want a deeper love, I only want you, you know, all of those things are going to start to happen. So let's see what they have for you. Spirit, please share with me this connection. I have insecure. I'm working on getting courage to talk to you, is how it came into me. Maybe they're a little intimidated by you. Maybe you do have this beautiful light about you, and you could be with anybody. Maybe there's a lot of people that are interested in you. I have retail. Okay, somebody's working retail. Maybe somebody loves the retail work, works with the public. I have a tattoo. They're saying wrist. They're saying inside of the wrist. Okay, so ouch. That must hurt. Inside of the wrist, I guess. I have technology, somebody who can get in and out of a computer, somebody who loves technology. Even the retail could be, I sell technology, Best Buy, computers, Apple stores. You know, maybe I work for a phone company and I sell phones and manage something like that. But I'm definitely, one of us could be connected to technology. I am picky. Okay. I think everybody is to a certain extent, and you should be, because the biggest decision of your life is the person you're going to spend your life with or time with. I'm mature. I do feel like I'm entering into this connection with some maturity, not necessarily age maturity, but adulthood. With relationships aren't easy. We've got to work on it. We got to talk. And as long as we're talking and caring, then we're going to be okay. I'm trustworthy. You can trust me. I love the beautiful smile. I feel like I'm not a liar. I'm not a cheat. I know that's easy for me to say, but I do feel that way. Stylish. I like how you look. Okay. You look hot. That's how it just came into me. Maybe they always look hot. Maybe they turn you on. Nice. I have a student. I feel like I'm a perpetual student. I feel like that's something I love to learn. I love to Google search things. I'm very empathic. There's my psychic connection coming in. I do feel like I like to learn all the time. I'm a perpetual student would be how I would say it, as I'm always kind of keeping up on things. Maybe I do it because of my career. Maybe I do it because it's in my nature. Spirit, please share with me. Let's see what they're saying. I have the number 1, 2, 3, progress. Progress, not perfection. And also the butterfly, of course, a transformation. But the 1, 2, 3 is kind of like, we got to take this one step at a time. And we're going to go through a lot, getting to know each other. And I feel like as long as we're there for each other and we're honest, I feel like we'll be fine. We're going to go on this path together. So, but I do feel like one step at a time. We're going to take it one step at a time, see where it goes. I have 333. I want to be there to support you. And the triangle came into me as like all sides, like on all sides, in every which way. You know, I want to be your equal, a triangle that's equal. So I do want to be your equal. I think that's important. I have 0, 0, 0. It's a new beginning. This is somebody that we haven't met, or they're just coming into our energy. So that's exciting too. I have 11. You're awakening my soul. I feel like they see something in you that they haven't ever seen in anybody else. And that is who we usually pick, is that there's a lot of people out there, but a lot of the people are the same, or they have the same to offer. And then you meet the person you're supposed to be with, and they just seem so different. They seem like they have so much more to offer. You know, it's like, it's crazy. But I feel like they see that in you. You just have so much more to offer than other people, and this incredible, gorgeous inner light. Whether you know it or not, they're seeing it. Let's get some initials. First initials, last initials. And maybe some of you are getting a confirmation today in this reading. So that's nice. Let's get some dice. Let me just put this somewhere where it doesn't fall. Okay. So I have the letter B. I have an L. I have another L. The D, H, E. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Where's my little thingy? Okay. All right. Blonde. I feel like I have blonde hair. I'm seeing blonde there somehow. I have an I, L, S, T. I have a Y. I have a Z. I have an O, P, V. And yesterday I was doing a reading, and I said to myself, I should just kind of see what jumps out at me also, as far as either words or names, just whether they're completely spelled correctly or not, or I'm just feeling them intuitively. So let me do that for a minute. The first thing I felt was the blonde. The next thing I'm seeing is Steve. I'm seeing Doug, believe it or not. I'm seeing, I feel like I want to say Zoe. It's kind of an odd name. I'm seeing Billy. I feel like I have a nickname like for Elizabeth, almost like Bitsy or Bits. I'm going to go with Bitsy. Itsy. I have Lori coming into me. I also feel like I have, it's a little bit of an odd name, but it sounds like Lyndon. Could be Linda. Linda. And I also feel like I have a strong Z name, like Zachary, Zeke, something like that. So I'm just going to put those out there. So those are just intuitive names that are coming into me, just a jumping start from the dice. Okay. So if those connect to anybody, great. All right. So yeah, that kind of dawned on me yesterday, because I always get these names that kind of pop into my head. And for those of you that know me as a psychic, that's what I'm known for, is the name pulling. And the names could be connected to you. They could be connected to somebody around you. So they could be very important to you. Let's see what else they have. And then we're going to get some charms, some love messages. Spirit, let's see what else I want to know about this connection. Definitely a psychic connection. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Hanged Man. I have a Four of Swords. I've been waiting for this. It's okay. Two of Swords. And a Page of Swords. I'm just going to say I've been waiting for this, but then it flowed into, the right time, the right person. We just started talking. We're interested in each other. I'm not afraid to move forward with this person for some reason. So I'm going to see where it goes. Like, I'm kind of very open to seeing where this goes. I have a King of Cups. Beautiful. I have a Seven of Pentacles. These feelings are going to grow. These feelings are going to grow. I have a Four of Cups. And I have a Tower. That came into me as there was a stage in my life where I actually didn't want a relationship. That could be you, that could be them, where they did everything in their power to not be in a relationship. And I think a lot of us have been there. They had no interest, even if people were being like falling on them. They would just push it away. I just didn't want to be in a relationship. I just couldn't care less. The good news is they've pulled themselves out of that, where they're willing to invest some time into a connection, or the fact that you're the first person that's different. Everybody that they were meeting, they were just like everybody else, and they were going to end up right back where they were. So there's something different about you, that you bring this kind of quality to this connection. Let's see what they have for charms. Let's see. I got this. These have some numbers also, so I'm going to grab the numbers. Let's do the numbers first, and then do the charms. Okay, so these could be birth dates. They could be a little bit of everything. I have the number 6. Could be June, 6 weeks, 6 of the month. I have 2, February, 5. I have 25, 52. I have May. I have 22. I have 6 again. So those are some numbers. Let me get a pinch of charms. I want to give them a little stir. Maybe get some of the ones on the bottom. Let's see what's on the bottom. Got a cowboy hat on the bottom. I'm excited about the cowboy hat. All right, so that sounds fun. All right, let's see. I don't know. Is it a sexy cowboy? That sounds like fun. Cowboy, cowgirl. All right, let's see. Okay. It's funny because how it came into me is I had the cowboy and I have a lobster, and I want to put those together because it was this feeling of from like coast to coast. It was feeling of, I'm going to find you. I don't care where you are. I don't care how far away you are. I don't care the distance. And I think in today's world, the miracle is that we can find each other out of, millions and millions of people and all these different locations that people can live, that we can find our soulmates and twin flames in the world anywhere. And it's just, that's kind of how it came into me. It was like coast to coast. I don't care where you are. I'm going to find you and we're going to be together. So that felt good. That was really fun. I have an anchor. Okay, so I want to be your rock. I want to be your anchor. Boating. I know how to sail. Maybe they know how to sail. Maybe they have a sailboat. Maybe they have a boat with an anchor. Okay. The clock is jumping out at me. So it's just a matter of time. I feel like timing is right. Timing is that little window of time that I'm available, you're available. We both are ready for a relationship. and it works. That feels good. Let's see. I have a car. It feels like an antique car. So that could just be something that I'm interested in. It could be like I like to go to antique shows. I like to walk around car shows, you know, when they have like car shows and big conventions, something like that. It could be just an interest. Maybe they own an antique car. Maybe it's something like they renovated one or they maintain one. Has, you know, like a registered car of some kind. So that could be, I feel like it's some kind of interest. I'm going to say it that way. I have a faery. It just felt like a wish. It just felt like this is what I've been wishing for. It really did. It felt like you know, I mean, it sounds corny, but your wish is granted. And sometimes that's all we want. You know, I keep wishing for something. I keep praying for something. I keep manifesting something. And it was, my wish is granted. So that felt nice. I do have a son. I am definitely in agreement with it's a new beginning. So I'm going to stay with that, the sun. I have a Ferris wheel, but they're sharing with me I'm afraid of heights. That I feel like it's more of a conversation. Like, you couldn't get me to get on a Ferris wheel. You cannot get me to get on a roller coaster. Okay. Like, I have a tremendous fear of heights is one of these people. All right. So that could be you. That could be them. I have a crown. So I always feel like crowns are, and I'm going to say it this way too. Don't worry about the divine masculine. If you're a queen and you're looking for, you know, to get a king, you got to be a queen, right? So it's this feeling of, if you want to attract a king, you've got to be at a queen level, and you've got to, you know, put your high value out there. And this person's already identified in you that you're different. There's something about you, your intuition, right? So that high value is going to attract the person that you want. So that feels nice. I have a donut. They're saying a donut shop, not necessarily like Dunkin' Donuts. It feels more like a specialty shop. It could be that they make like homemade specialty donuts. They make donuts with all kinds of stuff on it, like bacon bits or something. But I don't know. Maybe we both know about this donut shop, and it's something like, oh yeah, you know, like that's like unbelievable. Maybe it's somewhere where we go and we get a cup of coffee in one of these. I feel like it's like a very unique donut shop. It could be a specialty shop of some kind. Maybe it's where we meet for a cup of coffee, like a first date, and we have a donut. But I don't feel like it's like a regular, like, oh yeah, you know, they bought me a jelly donut. No, I feel like it's like gourmet, like this kind of like very specific donut shop. I don't know why it's coming in that way, but maybe it's just a really nice, quaint, kind of little place to grab a cup of coffee with somebody, and they make their own, you know, pastries. I have scissors, and I keep looking at these scissors, and there is, of course, the cutting the tie energy, but I feel like it's more specific than that. Hairdresser, somebody who uses scissors all the time, a quilter, dressmaker, fashion designer. I don't know. I feel like they're a tool, barber, dog groomer, but somebody who always has scissors. Like, I feel like they're a tool that I use all the time. So I'm going to just put that out there. Maybe that's something that connects to somebody. But I love the cowboy hat. That was really cute. And I love my charms. That was fun. All right, let's see what they have for you for love messages. Let's see what they want you to know. Spirit, tell me about loving messages, future messages, messages now around me. We are already together in 5D. Yeah, beautiful. It's a psychic connection. It really is. It's a, what is it about you? You're not gonna, this person's not gonna walk up to you and say, I feel like you're my soulmate, or I finally found you, twin flame. No, they're just gonna be like, what is it about you? There's something about you, and I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but I want to learn more. I want to see more. So it's that kind of energy. I want to give you everything. I want to be here with you. This is the romance of a lifetime I have been waiting for. You deserve that. You do. You deserve the romance of a lifetime with the right person. I really love you, but I don't know how to speak about my emotions. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, I feel like, in the beginning. I feel like I'm trying to wrap my head around falling in love with somebody. So maybe I'm a little tongue-tied. If you knew how I feel, I'm afraid you would find me obsessive. All I'm doing is thinking about you. You're driving me wild. Good. You fulfill my soul. I do feel like you're going to have a deeper soul connection than you have had in the past. I do feel like you'll feel more emotionally connected to this person than you have. So I feel like that's something to look forward to. It feels like, I don't know, it's one of those connections where you know in your heart this person's not walking away. You came into my life suddenly and without warning. I think there's somebody that's still trying to get used to the idea, probably the person who put this area of life on hold and didn't want a relationship. So in fact, avoided relationships for a while. So they're trying to wrap their head around, you know, what is it about you and why am I so in love with you? Why am I falling so fast for you? So for good reason. You're amazing, right? Okay, so let's put these out into the universe. I loved your charms. I loved the messages. You're going to have a great August. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. Just a reminder, if you'd like to do a private reading, go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. I have been letting everybody know that I have a mini reading as well on there because people ask me a lot of questions in the comments that I can't answer. So on my website, there is a mini reading. It's one question. It's about a 10-minute recorded reading. I email it back to you within 24, 48 hours, and it answers your question, and it's $45. So that is my smallest reading, unfortunately. And if that helps you, then that's available. So let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to continue to guide you. I'm pretty excited about this psychic connection. I think it's going to be nice. I do. So let's ask Spirit to bring this to you now. We'll see you soon.